The day after I closed, I quit my W-2 job and became a full-time agent, and I haven't looked back since.
I think a lot of times people think it's easy or that like you just have access to a ton of cash and that's how you were able to do this from your family.
I think it all started with that work ethic. Went the route of doing all the research I possibly could do, but I finally came to the conclusion like you just have to take action and just start. Bought my first duplex. This was 7 years ago, and to date I have 21 doors, 21 rental properties. We flip about 3 to 5 homes per year. We knew that the house hack method worked, and we wanted to do that for a couple years just to kind of build a small portfolio. And I bought the first house with my W-2 income. So my wife decided to buy that one where I represented her, and I was able to gift her my commission as a down payment, and we bought our second house hack. Did that for a few years until we got a little more creative with some creative finance. A few years into my investment career, I had to get creative because rates started to climb, and asked the question of how can I do this, right? How can we get it done? And after some research, seller financing was kind of the solution, where it can be a number of different things. I mean, true seller financing is where the owner owns the house and they become your bank. And you can get as creative as you want to with that. You create the interest rate, you create the down payment, you create the term. It is a true win-win situation for both the buyer and the seller. Each buyer is going to be different. Maybe someone has a little bit more money as far as a down payment, maybe others don't, right? So that's where you get creative and you figure out what makes sense for both parties and if it's going to work great. I portray myself as an investor-friendly agent. I think that's where I get a lot of trust from my clients, and with a little bit of action, I think was super helpful to the clients that I'm working with.